Stream Elements, DizzzyIzzzy is now live. Streaming makers and crafting, chilling and chatting about my health and the future, making and crafting, 18 plus. Willing Mr. K, as Beastie Boys once said, she crafty. Chadney, oi she lives.
It has definitely been a minute. That is for sure. Casey, I I'm ashamed to say that made me giggle to myself. And hi, Jadney. I hope everything's going well with the car. Um, from what I hear, it's going better than how Nolan's week with the car is going so far. So I'm very sorry to him. Because I wish a last minute engine swap on absolutely nobody. Um, Hi, it's been a minute. A few things have happened. Um, the plan today is to continue the craft. You can see it in the top camera, but I'll bring it up
Chadney,
here.
how you feeling? 80% water.
You're a fucking piece of shit, Chadney, you know that? uh, I don't even have a good comeback to that. I'm actually a little bit upset that I don't have something prepared for that. Bring sponges. Bring sponges. God fucking damn it. I'm doing okay. Um, much, much better than I was a week ago. Much, much better than I was 2 days ago. The the biggest thing now, I guess, is just trying to rebuild some of the energy and the strength that I lost while I was in hospital, which is easier said than done.
Chadney, improvement is good.
Yeah, yeah. So, baby steps. One of the things that they are trying to do to slow the rate at which I become water is they've put me on a low fat diet, which when you say it out loud, you're like, oh, that sounds like it sucks, but that's okay, right? Like everything has fat. Every single fucking thing has fat.
Sir
So
Hugh
that's been.
Slamilton, WTFF, why were you in hospital,
Oh,
Izzy?
Hewis. Geez, I should have made some sort of like disclaimer for this. Hewis, I'm gonna go like this for you. The general chat in my Discord. If you scroll back enough, you can read about what's been happening. There's no way I can repeat it more than a couple of times on stream today. It's been a ride. But effectively, last Sunday, I went
Resi
to
underscore
emergency.
stoner, hair now.
Hey, Resi, right before I started stream, I saw your message. So, I figured, like, this would be my way of filling you in. Yeah, so generally, I'm doing a little bit better. Hey, Cookie. Uh, like I said, the main thing is just getting my energy up, which is tricky with the
Resi
diet
underscore
that I'm on.
stoner. I thought I third I saluted
But,
you into Twitch. Sir Hugh
it's...
Lamilton, I
Thanks,
got you
Hewis.
DW. Hope you're feeling a lot better
Fuck,
now.
I've lost my train of thought already. I'm just an eepy little guy. Since I've come home, my energy has definitely improved. Jacob's been a fucking rock star, making sure that we like look into all of the different foods I can eat on this diet and still try and get as much energy as I can. But like, I can't have anything with oil. Pretty much, like nuts are all out of the question. Things like avocado, I'm limited to like one piece of toast in the morning and two tortillas at night. Loaf, like I have to get specific yogurt, specific milk.
Chadney, are Red Bull allowed?
I actually don't know if Red Bull are allowed. I don't know if Red Bull's a good idea when I'm like this. Like I have fat-free Fig Newtons. There's we did discover that there are some kinds of frozen yogurt and one particular Hershey's chocolate syrup that are fat-free. So I have
Chadney,
been like,
it's free energy.
this is true. But the crash, I imagine, Chadney, wouldn't be worth it. So I haven't been completely out of food options, but it's mostly like I can't have full eggs, but I can have egg whites, right? So I'm having like egg whites with like a Mexican cooking sauce in the morning for breakfast.
Chadney,
So
hush, that's free sleeping meds.
Chadney, I kind of don't want to sleep anymore. Like I'm sleeping like cat hours at the moment. It's pretty bad. But anyway, I'm slowly getting energy back with food.
Resi underscore stoner, Chadney, free my ass. You got the Red Bull sponsor? Chadney, sorry, I'll shut up. I keep
No,
interrupting
don't.
you.
If I didn't want you to do that, Chadney, I wouldn't stream. Like that's par for the course.
DJ Cookie, I see it only as an energy catalyst. Just uses what
Uses
you
up what
have
you have.
up.
Yeah. So like we've also discovered some silly things that don't have fat. Like you can get fat-free refried beans, which is great, and then TVP, which we use instead of like taco meat anyway. I can have that. So I've been having like 2 tacos at night with just like corn tortillas because I can only have the 2 tortillas. But then whatever the leftover like TVP with the Mexican seasoning and refried like fat-free refried beans I just pile that shit onto a plate and it looks like dog food, but it is filling me up and giving me energy. So it's something. It's something. Boop. I am very, very easily losing my train of thought. Anyway, we'll obviously we'll continue to revisit all of that as we go, but what we're actually here for.
Chadney, squirrel.
Squirrel. There are many out there today. There's not really any nuts out there, but the squirrels have been going at it. We need to finish
Resi
this Sash
underscore
before
stoner,
Friday.
So no healthy fats. The brain is not going to be
Yeah,
happy.
so Resi, the rule with this diet is that I can be on it for a total of 3 weeks before the risk of malnutrition outweighs the benefits of the diet. So, I'm basically like I had an iron like IV iron infusion while I was in hospital too, so I had that to try and help, but
DJ
also
Cookie,
you know
is a
everything's
goose
just
going
going to be
to be
going
trying
down.
to take that
Right?
bell?
Yeah, Cookie. No, what I was actually thinking, Cookie, is that the back of this sash we're going to write what the fuck is a kilometer? I just haven't decided how we're going to do that yet. So yeah, the diet is not permanent, hopefully. Frustratingly, incredibly frustratingly, I do think it's helping.
Sir Hugh Lamilton, Gizzy, I read into your issue. Really hope they can help you resolve
Yeah,
this
thank
fully
you,
or at least
Hughes.
adequately enough so you don't need further
Well, I think,
hospitalization again. Praying for you. Missed running lobbies
fuck
with you and the
you,
good people
Chadney.
here.
Yeah, Hughes, I do miss
Chadney,
the lobbies.
probably by
Just
writing
quickly
out what the
revisiting,
fuck
like,
is a kilometer, but I'm no expert.
most of you know I have lymphedema in one arm, which basically just means like one arm is bigger than the other. But at the moment, I can see the knuckles on both hands. Like this hand is still clearly bigger, but I haven't been able to see the knuckles on this hand in a very long time. And I think the diet is helping, and I hate that. I really hate that this awful fucking diet is helping. Yeah, so Hewis, I appreciate that. Unfortunately, it really doesn't matter what happens from here. I'm going to end up back in the hospital regardless because they haven't fixed anything. They know what it is, but they don't know exactly where it's coming from, which they will have to do a bunch of tests to figure out. And then, you know, based on those tests, they have to actually decide how they're going to fix it. And not a lot of people get this, especially not people as young as me. So that's its own sort of mind fuck, is they've given us basically like 3 different options of what a fix might look like. All of them suck. All of them are going to be many, many weeks of recovery. But if it works, then it'll be worth it. So we'll see. Fingers and toesies crossed. And also fingers and toesies crossed that insurance is kind. And also, why couldn't this happen in Australia when everything was free? Bully, I don't know if you were here for the last time. This is the sash I'm wearing at Oregon Trail Rally.
Welcome to America.
Yeah, right, Chadney. Fuck me, I guess. And you know what the fucking kicker is, Chadney? You know what the real bitch about all of this is? Is I've been speaking to my parents a bunch about this, because the last time it happened was 10 years ago. I was 14, right, living with them. And they've been sending me a bunch of old notes and stuff to give to the
healthcare is free here.
Doctors and such. And we, like, genuinely have spoken, like myself and multiple other people, like genuinely spoke about, is medical tourism an option? Like, do I just go back to Australia to get this done? As it stands right now, that isn't an option, just because of the complexity. Well, for a lot of reasons it's not an option, but like I spoke to my doctor about it, and she could not think of a single place in Australia that would be able to deal with my case. As it is, she was nervous that there wasn't even going to be anybody in Oregon who could deal with my case. It turns out there is, so we're very lucky, but she said if we want a second opinion, we'd be going to like University of Washington for a second opinion. That's how much of a pain in the ass I am. Rules with my permanent residency. I can just go, I guess, now. I'd have to double check a few things about like length of time I can leave, I guess, but I can just go wherever. Of course, if I got to the border and somebody was like, actually, I'm having a bad day, I'm not going to let you in. There's nothing I can do about that, whether I have residency or not, right? But I would like to think that it would be okay. It's just, it's then also a matter of just like, I'm going to have to pay several thousands of dollars to get to and from a different country anyway, right? If I wanted to go back to Australia, that's, $4,000 in fucking tickets and shit, right? And then I'm not at home. So, damned if I do, damned if I don't. But I'm not thinking like that yet. I don't have the capacity to think like that yet. We'll worry about that if other shit hits the fan over here. Anyway, so my thinking is that I don't really want to write fuck on the back of this because there are children at these events, at like PIR and such. So I'm thinking WTF.
Chadney,
fuck them kids, Chadney. Yeah. I don't want to.
Fix it,
I don't want them to
garage.
make me
Hey,
take
you're
my
alive.
thing off.
I'm surprised that Osu isn't like the premier hospital on the West Coast.
See, it is, Daniel. It is. I
Chadney,
was.
this is America.
It is, and like obviously it's a research and teaching hospital, but like I was staying at HMC, which is like an offshoot of that, right? But it's a community hospital. It doesn't have the resources that an OHSU actual campus has. And also, like, OHSU is just fucking, like, backed up with patients, right?
Heavy
So,
boots. Good to see you up and about, Izzy. Hope you get
thanks,
this ish
Boots.
under control ASAP.
Yeah, so do I. Yeah, OHSU is, like, backed the fuck up with patients. So, that's, like, it is a great hospital. It's just, it's got a lot going on. And also, like,
George Russell, hey Izzy, how are you?
hey,
Been a long
George.
time since
Yeah,
we
I know.
saw
It's
you
been over a
last.
week. I couldn't believe it. The last stream I did was this crafting stream. Fucking insane. Right. What am I doing? What am I doing, guys? Fucking Jesus Christ. I have the attention span of a fucking squirrel right now. I don't know how long I want to block this out to be. I guess if we just start like here. I also don't know what kind of font I want. I don't know what colors I'm going to do it, but if we just start doing the thing, maybe it'll start
Heavy
making sense,
boots.
right?
You weren't writing fuck apparently lol.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, really the worse this is, the better, right?
Fix
That's
it,
what we
garage.
decided last time.
Also, if you don't want to write fuck, just star it out. People will get it.
Well, I figured if I write... Oh, that's, like, really not great. I figured if I write, like, WTF,
Chadney,
people will get the point,
balls.
you know? And that also means less painting for me, which can't be a bad thing right now. I'm also just going to do it in pencil to start with. It doesn't matter if it's shit. It doesn't matter if it's shit. That's the whole point of this. Okay, well we have a WTF.
Heavy boots.
Don't know if I left
I'm in
enough
the
room
mountains
for the
on a
word
tin can on a
kilometer.
string, so the stream is stopped more than it is running lol.
Oh, no worries. Heavy boots. I only heard part of that and I was
Heavy
like, wait, my
boots,
stream is
hanging
stopping and
their
starting?
toe.
What? Thank you for popping in, Boots. I very much appreciate everyone's support during this time because I was like, man, it's been a fucking nightmare with my health the last few months, and for all of this to have been like somehow unrelated to the abdominal pain I've been dealing with, like fuck me. They did find out a little bit more about that though. Looks like my intestines are inflamed. So I guess at least some of my pain has been intestinal, not reproductive systemy. So, like,
Chadney, oh so it's not endo?
well, here's the fucking bitch of the thing, Chadney, is they still think that endo is a chance. They just think that there has been that like there's so many different wires crossed, right? There's so many different things that I've been dealing with. Like they think that the endo was a real thing and that the IUD should help with that. But they also think I've been dealing with the abdominal pain. And I'm not a doctor, but I suspect that I was dealing with like the cramping from just a regular cycle on top of like that cramping messing with like where my intestines were and that just compounding, but then also now I'm dealing with just pain that isn't cycle related, which makes
Heavy
more
boots.
sense for the
Oh wait, I
intestinal
just
side of
discovered
things.
audio only lol. This is better than.
Oh, I bet that's way better. Boots. Yeah, so it's
Chadney,
like,
gotta love being a woman, am
oh
I
yeah,
right?
Chadney, it's it's been a fucking time, my friend. It has been a time. And it's been a lot of like, if I don't laugh, I'm gonna cry. Wondering if I should do the is star. I don't know how I want to do this yet, but
Heavy boots. You're allergic to Taco Bell and Crystal Light Prowley.
dude, heavy boots. If I'm allergic to Taco Bell, like I'm straight up just gonna die. Like I will just keel over dead.
Campbell to
I can't do that.
213. Diz, what are you
Hey,
working
Campbell.
on?
So this is the sash we were working on last stream. My Miss America sash to celebrate getting my green card. So we're working on the back right now. We're like straight up just writing what the fuck is a kilometer, um, which I think is funny, but is kind of a bitch to block out.
George Russell, it sounds really awful. Hang in there, Izzy. I'm sure it will get better.
Thanks, George. Yeah, it will. It will, and everything will work out and be fine. But I am having a lot of
Heavy
moments.
boots. Seriously, our wheat and stuff is so fucked in the US. Could literally be dietary reactions.
It could be anything,
Chadney,
Boots.
see,
They're
this
actually
is why you
hoping
buy the extended
they're
warranty.
actually hoping that if they
Campbell
fix
to
the stuff that's been wrong with my
213.
lungs,
Haha, that's
they
awesome.
will
Congrats on the
fix
green
the stuff
card.
that's wrong with my gut.
Willing
There's a
Mr.
chance
K,
that they're related.
Did you ever suggest the petcock idea? Willing Mr. K.
Casey,
Chadney.
I did bring it up. The problem is they don't know where the fluid is coming from yet. So, like, they wouldn't know where to stick the valve, you know? So it's more of a logistical problem than that. But I'm hopefully going to get a follow-up in the next couple of weeks with the specialist at CT surgery who will be able to tell me where, like, how I'm going to get that tested to get it assessed and fixed. I guess we do kilometer in all caps. I don't know if we're going to have enough room, but we're going to try it. And if it doesn't fit, it's actually kind of funnier. We'll just put an American flag at this end so it looks like I deliberately made it fit like that. Also, I think song requests are on, so you guys can request songs if you like. I didn't actually check if any of that worked before I started stream. Understandably, my head is all over the place, and this is like the most talking I've done since I've been out of hospital, so I'm probably not going to last very long doing this. But I didn't want to not do it
song
anymore.
Requests def not on.
They're def not on? Really? Okay. I will have a look at that. Oh, I wish I'd made that a capital letter. Yeah, let's do that. Oh, Chadney, are you fucking up the capitalization on that, or? Oh, I don't remember how to get song requests turned on in this bot.
George Russell, take it easy, Izzy. No pressure. Take your time and relax. Don't overwork yourself. We're here for you and we understand.
Yeah, thanks. Oh, no, yeah, it is working. Chadney just doesn't know how to spell. Wow, what a surprise.
Heavy boots. Oh, wait, it worked for me, I think.
Yeah, no, it's a Chadney skill issue. I suspected as much. Cope, Chadney.
Nikki, ahoy hoy. Hope things go well.
Thanks, Nikki. Yeah. Baby steps. Also, guy, I'm so sorry. I haven't had this very much on the
Chadney,
screen.
shut it, Zoomer.
You know, Chadney, I mark
Big banana.
a winning joke on my end with somebody resorting to calling me a Zoomer. That's like the lowest hanging fruit for you to insult me with, right? I'm wondering if I could do it like, if I did like,
Chadney, grave robber.
now am I gonna, hang on, like that. Don't know if you guys can see that. Should I do it like that? Or is that gonna fuck with people's heads? No, I like it better like that. Fuck people's heads. All my homies hate people's heads. Not sure where that came from.
Chadney, 9 blind in my left eye, and 80% blind in my right.
Cope. Okay. We may actually have enough room for this. Did I accidentally make this work? Am I just better than everybody? Don't answer that, Chadney. I don't care for you to be the one that answers that. You guys are going to be able to see this way better when I start painting, by the way. I realize how hard this is to see. This is just to give me like a
Chadney,
template.
sorry I wasn't listening.
Shithead.
Chadney, I was nodding off from the soft song.
Thank you. Something else, silly goose. I just told you you can do that. There you go. That's the energy we're after.
Heavy
Oh, an
boots,
E is gonna suck
Chadney
to do
oof,
here.
One eye club, sucks about the right one to toe.
Alright.
Dollar message, Emperor Jacob subscribers.
Oh! No!
Long ago, the 4 nations lived together in harmony. Then, everything changed when lurkers attacked woman. Only DizzzyIzzzy, master of all 4 dirtfish, could stop them. But when Chadney long ago, the 4 nations lived together in harmony. Then, everything changed when lurkers attacked.
Holy fuck! Oh my god, both messages are going at the same time on both rollerbots.
100 messages passed and Casey and I found the new chatter, and spam bender named Nicor_F64. And although her spam bending skills are great, she has a lot to learn before she's ready to save anyone.
Jesus fucking
But I
Christ.
believe Nicor can save the
No!
chat.
Jenny! Ah! Stop it! Oh, I need to fix Rollerbot 2.0 so bad.
Oh yeah, Jacob. I can do Jacob.
Thank
I
you
can
for the
do
sub.
this
Jacob,
too.
how many
That
months
even
is that?
happened.
30 months? Fucking hell. And 5 from Chadney. And he used Prime, so he saved a puppy from Jeff Bezos. My man. Is that a hype train too? Fuck off, that's a hype train. Scam train, everybody. Choo choo. Thank you guys for the subs. Jesus Christ. Yeah, Boots, I realize that you have audio only. I don't, sorry. What the fuck? Oh, Jesus. Daniel! At least you had the good sense not to put a fucking, message with that one. There's the hype train. I'm gonna snooze that ad. Fuck yeah, thank you guys. I missed this. I very much missed this. You guys rock.
Fix it, Garage. Oh damn, I forgot to type a message with that one.
Ha! Scammed. No! What are you doing? Rezzy! Oh, and another prime. That's 2 whole puppies saved tonight. Today? Tonight? Today? What time is it? It's not tonight yet. It's 3. Ah! 4 fucking months. And you've got a 4-month streak too. I don't know why Rollerbot's having such a hard time with that. Are we listening to fucking Train right now? Yeah, we're not listening. Oh, no, Plain White Tees. Why did I think that was Train for some reason? We're skipping that. Oh, I guess we're listening to Pete Murray now. That's good. Thank you for all the subs. Also, they have a bunch of new Hype Train emotes out, so I'm kind of excited to see what they look like. That T was terrible, and I could have put that way closer to the E. That's fine. It's supposed to be shit. It's supposed to be shit, chat.
Chadney, gotta fund your health insurance, you feel?
Oh god, yeah. You know, it's funny, Chadney. I was having this conversation with Jacob in the days before I went to emergency, where I was like, I need to start looking for a job again after OTR, because like, pain or no pain, I need an income. I need an income. And then I went to emergency. Like, how the fuck am I supposed to get a job if I know that sometime in the coming months I'm gonna be like, yeah, I don't know. It's a tricky one. It's a tricky one. Alright. I don't know how well you can see that, chat, but we have what the fuck is a kilometer written out. I think it's like not perfectly even, but I think it looks pretty good. So now the decision is, do we just do like a red, white, and blue along the whole thing, like alternating, or I'm thinking we do red, white, and blue alternating. I just need to get the like right shades of that. Well, I've only got one shade of white. Is that blue too dark? I'll choose between those 2 blues in a second. I realize on camera they look exactly the same. Red. That is crimson. That's more of a scarlet. I guess it depends on how violent and aggressive I want my red. Which, I mean, we should just go for the more violent one, right? I haven't actually used either of these colors yet. Any of these colors. Huh. Okay. Oh, geez. I think we'll go with the, like, brighter, more vibrant of the 2. I don't know if that shows very well. The lighting kind of sucks. I also have to...
Chadney, what about Poop Brown?
What about Poop Brown? If we add Poop Brown on here anyway, god damn it, anywhere, it'll be next to the Taco Bell symbol. But I think for this moment in particular, we don't need Poop Brown. Jesus. A incredibly frustrating side effect of all of this chat is that I have 0 fucking arm strength anymore. Like, I guess partially from not doing anything for so long. But maybe also the diet. Maybe there's a lot of things. There's so many things it could be. My arms are tired. Alright. And then I guess at the end of this, we could outline all of these. Because if we do white, we're going to want to outline it. Like, when we did the white on here, we needed to outline it. So. Oh, hell yeah. Hype chest? Ooh. Choo choo, chat.
Dizzy,
Thank you for the little hype train, everybody.
Imperator Jacob, choo choo.
Oh, you got the strutting cat? Fuck yeah, Jacob. Oh, fuck. Okay. Let's start with the blech. I'm thinking maybe we'll do... Should we have just 3 brushes on the go for this? Because if I do all of one color first, then I run the risk of, unless I let it dry fully, I like run the risk of stamping my hand along it. I don't know how many good brushes I have for this. Could maybe do... These might be a little bit tedious, but... Oh, actually this one might be better. Okay, let's try... Nah, you know what? We're just gonna do one color at a time. Oh, no! And wait for him to dry, because otherwise it's gonna be a fucking tedious pain in the dick to do. Alright. Oops. And then I just have to remember to leave the appropriate gap. Okay. So I guess we'll do blue, white, and red? Or should we do red, white, and blue? Or everyone always says red, white, and blue, right? Yeah, let's... I really don't think it matters very much. I think I'm overthinking it. Is he overthinking something? What? Oh shit, and I also need to put cardboard in between, because otherwise it seeps all the way through. Fuck, I'm glad I remembered that. Okay. This is a very vibrant red. I was actually going to not do this. I was gonna wait until like
The
tomorrow.
ambient mic, sup folios.
Hey Mike, welcome in. I was actually gonna like not stream today. I wasn't gonna do this at least. I was maybe just gonna play something cozy that I could just sit and fuck around on the controller with. But then I realized like, oh shit, OTR's in like 2 days. I gotta I gotta have this painted and dried for that. Time is getting away from me.
The ambient mic, yep, hope you're feeling as well as possible.
Yeah,
Hope
Mike,
everyone
thank
else is
you.
well.
Yeah, I'm definitely better than I was.
Chadney, time is an illusion.
It sure is, Chadney. Fucking hell. Yeah, I've been saying to chat, I am fucking exhausted. Um, like I stacked the dishwasher this morning and then had to wait like an hour before I was ready to make myself breakfast. I knew I was too tired. I just sat down and ate a yogurt before I made my actual eggs and stuff. Which is frustrating because I feel like I should be more capable than that, but also like kind of been going through it, so it's fine. I don't know. Self-imposed rules of what I think I should be capable of versus what
The
the
ambient
doctors
mic,
and
we do what we can.
absolutely everybody else is saying I'm capable of, but baby steps. Baby steps. And I have OTR to look forward to this weekend. I'm a little bit nervous about how I'm gonna go in terms of energy and like how I'm gonna eat over the weekend because
Chadney, girl boss, you are real. Give yourself that grace.
no, a little bit nervous about how I'm gonna eat just because like I can eat decently at home. Like we've had a pretty good spread at home, but obviously being on the road all weekend complicates that. And like if people go out to dinner at OTR, like I can't eat anything anywhere. So I'm probably just gonna like chill in the camper or whatever. I may have to just like meal prep some stuff because even fucking ramen has more fat than I'm allowed to eat in it. So I can't even just resort to ramen, which is fucking tragic. So I may just have to like um meal prep some like eggs and broccoli in containers so I have something that resembles a meal while we're there. I'm tempted to just bring a bunch of cans of refried beans to just eat straight out of because I can at least eat the low fat of them. And I'll just never be able to eat refried beans again after this weekend. But it has actually been kind of refreshing to not have to worry about any of the other rally stuff really. Like going from doing my first co-driving event where I feel like my brain was
The ambient mic, Ara is gonna have to test the car for outside tampering of the gas if so.
yeah, like going from co-driving where I was like my brain was going 1,000 miles an hour. Also, like side note, how the fuck did I make it through that weekend? Like knowing what I know now about what my body has been doing to me. Like how the fuck have I been doing anything? Anyway, it's actually been kind of nice to just like not like I don't have the capacity to stress about anything right now. Even if I wanted to stress about stuff, I don't have the energy to. So just letting other people deal with the stuff has been nice. Obviously, one day when I'm not an absolute ticking time bomb of health
Vatican
issues,
Pimp,
I would love
good
to.
afternoon.
Hey, Vatican. Welcome in. How you doing? It's been a minute.
Willing Mr. K, look into other almonds. Maruchan and Nissan use deep frying to dry the nudes. That's where the fat is.
Ah, okay. The other thing I usually struggle with, Casey, is the fact that most of them, like, I have to pick ones that don't have actual chicken and stuff in them too. Like, I'm limited by my diet in that way. Um, I will look into it
Vatican
again though.
Pimp, your stream title has me worried. Is everything alright?
Oh,
George
Vatican.
Russell, when did Nissan go from making
God
cars to
damn it, George.
ramen?
Vatican, uh, you are not obligated to, because it's like, it's a lot, but, um, if you go into the general chat in my Discord and just like scroll up, I've been trying to keep everybody informed, about what's been going on, but like, I guess I haven't explained it on stream
Willing
this
Mr.
stream, so I don't
K,
mind
Tolo
doing that
Angkor
like
had
once or
veggie
twice.
options and a good variety in general. Vatican Pimp,
I
okay, will do now.
Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna kind of explain it now anyway, but uh, oh god, it's so hard to even know where to start with with it all, chat.
Sidence
So,
21, morning.
hey, Cdens. So about
Sidence_21, how we
we're
doing?
doing better, Cdens. We're getting there. So a little over 10 years ago, I was in hospital. I was around 14 at the time. I was in hospital for reoccurring pleural effusions, which is a fancy way of saying that the area between my lung and my chest wall, so the like cavity in there, that was filling with fluid. And I went in, like, I noticed that when I was trying to sleep, I would like kind of jerk myself awake because it felt like unless I was consciously thinking about breathing, I wasn't really breathing, which is a pretty crazy thing to feel. But I ignored it for a while, and then it got to a point where it wasn't just when I was laying down, it was all the time. And so I said that to my dad. He took me to emergency, and they had an emergency procedure to drain a bunch of fluid, and they drained about 1.5 liters of fluid. So I was in hospital for a few days. They were like, "Oh, we'll get you to come back in for some testing because it's like weird that this has happened, and we've seen fluid in there in the past and drained it, but let's just like see how it goes." And then the next, like, I don't know, 9-ish months was just like me going home and recovering, and then like less than 2 weeks later feeling like I couldn't breathe very well again. So it was just reoccurring, going back and forth between the hospital and that. Eventually, towards the end of that period of time, they decided, okay, look, like, we're having to give you a chest drain more than once a month. And every time we do that, your infection risk is increasing. It's just like, we need to find a solution to this. And they'd done a bunch of testing, and they could not figure out what it was. They figured out a lot of what it wasn't, but they couldn't figure out what it was. So
Plow 13, red into brush left, caution stay within lines.
Very much plow. So they did a procedure which effectively, like, hang on. Let me give you a little example here, chat. So I don't know how well you're going to be able to see this. So, no, this is not a pair of testicles, you sick fucks. So, these are your lungs, right? Then you've got this space on the outside of the lungs, right?
21, N.
This space here, that's like the chest cavity. So, this is the chest wall, this is the lung, chest cavity. My chest cavity, my right side chest cavity, let me All right, we're going crayon because the pencils are being a dick to get out.
Chadney, can it be a pair of testicles?
It's whatever you want it to be, baby girl. My chest cavity was full up of fluid, which obviously doesn't give the lung a whole lot of room to expand, right? This lung can expand as much as it wants. This one is limited. What they did is they took the lung and they took the chest wall and they used talcum powder to glue them together. So instead of a gap, it just was stuck to the lung like that. There was a tiny little space, like right here at the bottom, that still was a little bit open and had a little bit of fluid. But other than that, like, that's what my lung looked like 10 years ago. I realize this is really small and you're barely able to see it, but like, that's the point of that.
The ambient mic
They-
got a head back from break. See ya.
No worries, Mike. They glued that together, and I went in for a bunch of follow-ups, x-rays, all sorts, over the course of, like, I don't know, 3 or 4 years. No change. I was breathing fine again. Looked like they had not found...
21. Any idea what caused it?
I'll get to that, Cedence. At the time, though, they did not know what caused it. They basically were like, look, it's not filling up again, so... And, like, you've aged out of the hospital. Like, it's a children's hospital, and you're older than that now, so... We're going to let you go. You can see a specialist if you want, but they're X amount of money and a 3-year wait to get in. I just didn't worry about it again. So that was, like, pretty close to 10 years ago. That was at the start of 2015. It's now the start of 2025. And you guys know I've been dealing with a bunch of other health issues related to, like, what I thought was possibly endometriosis. There was a whole thing where my, like, ovary was twisting. It's been a bitch. I'd been mostly ignoring that. I'd been, like... I'd been ignoring the lung, is what I meant. Like, for ages and ages, because I had other bigger problems, right? And then I woke up last Sunday, and my breathing was manual again. And I thought, okay, let's not panic. This is weird, but, like, I know I had the procedure. I know it can't possibly be that again. Let's just, like, see if we can lay in a few different positions and see if it helped. It didn't. I went, okay, let's go downstairs to the recliner, lay in the recliner, see if that helps. It didn't. And I, like, told Jacob at breakfast, like, hey, I don't want to stress you out, but my breathing kind of feels like it did 10 years ago. Let's just, like, monitor it and see how it goes. And I think we got a little bit past lunchtime, and the panic really started to set in for me because the breathing wasn't improving. And I'd felt that feeling once before in my life, and I knew what that was. So I said, look, let's go to hospital. Like, I'm stressed. So we went to urgent care, and then we went to emergency. This whole time, by the way, chat, I'm thinking, like, it's not possible that it's my right lung doing this again, because I know that the procedure worked. So where is it building up instead? Like, is the other side building up now? Like, am I going to have issues on the other side? What's going on? We go into emergency. They do the x-rays, and they come back, and the space that they had glued together here has reopened. No idea what specifically triggered it, and obviously it's been doing it over a course of time, because I haven't been in any chest-related pain at all, so it hasn't just done it in one big event. It's been over time, but that space is reopened, and it is full of fluid again. So they admitted me to hospital on Monday morning. I had the fluid drained, and it was, I think, 1.1 liters of fluid from around my lungs. Like, find yourself a bottle and fill it up to 1.1 liters and look at that and be like, fuck, that came out from around your lung. Like, that's a hell of a thing to see come out of your own body. And so I was admitted until I think I was released Friday night, so getting on a week. And they ran a bunch of tests, and they decided that they don't know why it reopened
Sidence
again,
underscore
but
21. That's a lot.
it
Are
is a
you
lot.
awake while they drain?
Yes.
Oh, Misselberg, that sucks.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Hope you're okay for upcoming rallies.
I'll be attending them, Solberg, but I am on strict instructions not to do anything. Also, welcome in. So sedans, it depends on the kind of drain. So when I was a kid and this was happening, I had a bunch of different ones. Some were awake, some I was asleep. Usually it depended on whether they were putting a drain in on a more permanent basis or if they were just taking the fluid out with a needle. So the one I had on Monday, I was awake. They like sit you on a hospital bed, and then they have you like lean over a table on a pillow, with your like hospital gown open at the back, and they use an ultrasound to guide the needle in and drain the fluid like that. It's like they use lidocaine, so by the end of it, you don't feel it, and it's like you don't feel the pain, I should say. You do definitely feel the sensations.
Sidence underscore 21. Does it hurt?
The getting the needle in for the drain is fucked,
Sidence
and I wish that on
underscore
nobody.
21. Oh, okay.
It's I think because I've had it happen before, I was a little bit more prepared for it, so I knew what I was in for, and it was okay. But to have a feeling of pain like that deep in you is pretty fucking insane. The weirdest part, I think, is when they're actually draining the fluid. Like you can feel the change in your chest, and your breathing starts getting really, really tight because your lung like has been compressed for so long, and it doesn't know what to do with all of the extra space. So like even right now, actually, I'm pretty out of breath just because I'm talking so much, and my lung hasn't adjusted.
Oh, Misselberg, what a warrior! I'd be asking to knock me out.
If I hadn't done it before, I would have absolutely told them to knock me out. But I struggle so much recovering from general anesthetic that most of the time I'm just like, you know what, fucking whatever, just do what you got to do, get it over with. Like the prep
Rooster,
work for a general is
bed.
such a pain in the ass. Just like do it and let me go have a nap. But yeah, so they drained it, did a bunch of tests, and they concluded eventually, and I'm gonna write this somewhere. Hey Rooster, yeah, I'm actually pretty like sweaty and tired right now, so I may just do the red and have to call it. But they decided what I have is
Vatican
this.
pimp. That sounds scary. My hands are powerless now. Sidence underscore 21. So no rallies for how much?
I don't know, Sedans. So this is what they've decided I have. It's called a chylothorax, and it's most of the reason that I'm on a diet right now is it's like fatty lymph fluid. So so your veins carry like blood and stuff around your body, right? And like within your tissues, your lymph nodes do a lot of work, like pushing and pulling the extra gunk around the place and filtering all of the nasties out. That's why one of the first things doctors check when you're sick is if your lymph nodes are hardened or enlarged, to see like if they're working on a thing, right? So I have all of this like fatty lymph fluid that's just draining into my lung cavity somehow. They know what it is, but as of right now, they don't know where it's coming from. And there are a few different tests that they can do to figure that out. Most likely what they'll do is inject lymph nodes in my like neck or groin area with like a dye, and then over a period of time they just watch where that dye goes to see if any of it goes into my chest cavity. I don't know like if/when that's actually going to be happening for sure. But that's basically what everyone's been saying is the next step.
Sidence_21 sounds
Yeah,
painful.
that Sedens is one that I'm really fucking hoping I'm knocked out for. I am assuming that I will be knocked out for it because of the like severity of the thing, and also if like as they're doing it, they discover exactly where it's going through, they may at that exact moment want to like embolize the area or do whatever surgery it is they want to do on that area. So it would be, I think, beneficial for me to be unconscious already. I don't know. That's hopefully what my appointment, when I get
Willing
that
Mr.
appointment,
K,
will be about.
Gorilla Glue.
Gorilla Glue. Fucking goddamn it, Casey. So that's, at the moment, that's where we're at. I'm on this low-fat diet because the lymph fluid itself is very high in fat, and like the only thing they've really proven to make a difference with how much of it you have is this low-fat diet. So in theory, that will slow down the refill if my chest cavity is refilling, which I suspect it is. And then it is, then it's just a matter of waiting until they can get me in.
Just use some flex duct tape.
Yeah.
Rooster, I couldn't do a low-fat diet. I needs my bacon.
Yeah, Rooster, don't even at me about it. So yeah, anyway, the long and short of it is that right now I'm just in limbo until the doctors get back to me.
Why not do high fat so they can see better where the river is flowing from?
I mean, it's true, Casey, big true. Anyway, I'm waiting to hear back from the doctors about when they can actually start fixing me, because I am clearly not fixed right now. I am just waiting.
Chadney, right now you're in lympho.
Fuck you, Chadney. I'm pinning that. That's too funny not to get pinned. You're getting pinned, idiot.
Willing Mr. K, Chadney, bruh. George Russell, use Flex Seal. Can we get the Flex Seal guy to say that's
we could maybe do
when
that.
They find the problem in your lungs
either
during
they
the
get
surgery?
back to me about fucking fixing this shit, or my lung fills up or my lung cavity, chest cavity fills up and I go back to emergency. I don't really want to have to go back to emergency to get admitted, chat, I'll be honest. Because if we do that, we know now that we have to go to the bigger hospital, which is just constantly overflowing, and I don't want to sit in the fucking waiting room and then in a hallway for like 3 days. But if that's the only way to get seen and get fixed, then we don't really have a choice. So, hopefully they can get me in sooner than my chest cavity fills up again. We will see. Time will tell. Until then, I am just trying to get some strength back.
Willing Mr. K, I
so
don't care if the waiting room is overflowing. I'm overflowing.
Yeah, pretty much, Casey. I will say that the hospital we went to HMC, they got me in really, really fast, but also, like, when you present with shortness of breath, especially as a young person presenting with shortness of breath, like, they take that shit pretty seriously. Like, I bypassed a lot of people that were sitting in that
George
waiting
Russell
room.
Petition to make that a sound effect.
So, we'll see. Maybe it won't be as bad as I think it's going to be, but either way, this is not the last time I will be seeing a hospital room this year. I'll probably be back in there. I suspect I'll be back in there before my birthday in June.
Just remember, if they won't admit you and give you a room right away, just fake a heart attack.
My concern, Daniel, is that I won't need to.
I concur.
I've been in the emergency room a few times in my life. I have never had to fake anything to get seen quickly, because usually when I'm in there, it's for something that's pretty fucking dire. Hence emergency room. Like, I don't want to go to emergency, and I don't want Jacob to have to drive me to emergency.
Pro tip, no one goes from the ambulance to the waiting room. Rooster, so done a
Yeah, but
stupid
then
thing
that
last
also
night and
like
banged my side
plays
lol.
into the thing, Casey, of like, at what point does insurance just be like, fuck this bitch, she's too hard? Like, I don't know how insurance works like that over here. Like, I I don't know. I'm nervous that at some point they're just going to be like, yeah, you're on your own. I don't know how that works, but I have
Willing
not
Mr.
got an
K,
income.
American insurance isn't that bad.
Okay. I just, yeah, I can't, I, I am a rare case of a rare thing, which already complicates it a bunch. So I'm just hoping that nothing goes wrong on that end for us. Um, and we do have very good insurance because of where Jacob works. So fingers crossed, everything will be fine. All right, we have one more letter to do in red.
Sidence_21, willing mistake I true had motorcycle accident and waited like 3 hours to get treated.
The red paint hasn't soaked in as nicely as I thought it would in some spots, so I may have to do a second coat in some spots, but I'm not too worried about it. It looks good on camera, so that's whatever.
Vatican pimp, I had a fish hook on my feet, I waited an hour in the
Oh,
hour for a
God.
doc to pull it out. Rooster, Sidence_21 I had chest pains and waited 6 hours.
Yeah, the only time I've ever waited like
not true,
more than
I'm
an hour
in my country.
in emergency is when I fractured my wrist, and like I was a kid, so I barely remember that.
M42 BMW, move to most expensive basic medical system country.
Kip, don't even
get decides to give
Dude,
up.
don't even get me fucking started.
M42 BMW.
Don't even get me
DizzzyIzzzy.
started. Thanks, Kip. It's what's crazy to me, Kip, is like I was at Dirtfish getting a joyride, and then like
Vatican pimp,
4 days later
M42
was an
BMW,
emergency,
so
and like it's insane how quickly that shit deteriorated. Like, I just, yeah, shit's crazy, but that's okay. It's fine. It's so fine. It's so fine. Everybody, it's so fine. It's so fine. I am a little bit bummed, chat. Well, a little bit bummed is an understatement, but I am bummed. There's a lot that I want to do. There's, I started that like dono goal at the bottom for a helmet and harms so I could fucking co-drive again.
I was only in A&E for
at some
like
point,
10
right?
minutes.
Like, that goal seems a little bit silly now.
Treat people based on their injuries. M42 BMW. Smudge sends his kitty loves hugs.
Oh, I love you, Smudge. Thank you, sweet baby.
Sidence_21. So I guess.
Yeah, Sidens. Yeah. It like hospitals are doing the best they can with what they have, and it just like I never blame the staff for administrative failures,
This Corey, Canada healthcare isn't much better regarding wait times.
No,
I waited a year
not.
to get a hernia repair that was sticking out of me.
Oh, good God. I would have thought, Corey, that a hernia would be far higher up the list of priority.
21, as long as
Jesus.
I don't die, it'll be good.
Yeah. Isn't that a bitch? Yeah, so like I had lots of plans this year, chat. I wanna co-drive again sometime. I wanna get better at that. I need I've said 1,000 bajillion times, but I need to start earning money. Like Twitch gives me a little bit, but it doesn't give me as much as I put into it, I don't think.
That's awful.
And then like so I need to start earning money, but if I don't know when I'm going to be going in for surgery, I can't really be applying for jobs.
You're young.
Right?
You have time to recover and then do all your dreams.
Yeah, I know I have time, but it is very frustrating. Like
Rooster, it's the same here in NZ.
I would really just like to have my life
to get
back.
a hernia removed.
Like I feel like the first, I guess, 2 months that I was in the States were the first 2 months of my life where I felt fully like myself, where I felt fully like I was like living to the fullest, and I knew what I wanted, and I was like just doing all of the things. And it feels like since then there's always been something. There's always been some sort of like health dilemma or something slowing me down. And so like maybe that was it. Maybe that was the only 2 months I'll ever get. But also I would like to get closer to that feeling again than I have been. Baby steps. That is to say, though, I don't want that to make me sound ungrateful. Like, I live the most extraordinary life.
It's a clusterfuck.
And it's a little bit of a shit show right now, but I have seen and done and met so many amazing people and things and places, and I don't take any of that for granted. I do just wish I could be like at my best when all of those things happen, though. And I think that's okay to wish for that and also still be grateful for all of the things I do have. What am I... 2 years, Rooster. Fucking hell. My dad had a hernia removed in Australia, and I actually, like, I wasn't living at home at the time that it happened. I don't know how long he waited to get that done. I assumed it's not 2 years, but I also didn't know he had a stroke until, like, 2 months after it happened. So, hard to tell. I am, sweating like fuck. This is exhausting. Right, but we have at least the red part done of this, which I realize now that I'm pulling it out like this is not a lot. I actually haven't done very much at all, and fuck. Oh god. Okay. Maybe. I mean, I've already put the blue on the palette, so I kind of have no choice but to do the blue. I think we do the blue.
BMW, so much. You're winning.
It's crazy. I'm actually like thinking I'm going to open the sliding door in a second because I'm sweating like crazy.
21. My dad had to wait for like a month to have his carpal tunnel fixed.
Yeah. I do not take for granted how quickly I've been getting everything done here. I will say that like the healthcare system as a system in the States clearly is fucked. But the healthcare, like the providers, the people on the ground doing the work, every single person I interacted with was a delight and lovely and made me feel like I was going to be okay. So, all right, give me 1 second, chat. I'm going to open this door because I'm dying over here. Boop. Okay. Alright. So, where are we at? Let's have a Newton break, because it's one of the few things I can eat. At least snack-wise. I do have yogurt in the fridge that I could eat too, but this is a little faster. Oh, it turns out, chat, red vines, like the original red vines, licorice, also vegan and fat-free. The more you know. They cripple me with their sugar content, but if you ignore that. Okay, now that I've dipped this in with the red paint, I'm going to have to make a conscious effort to not mix that up with my glass of Crystal Light.
Oreos are vegan too.
Oreos are vegan too. But they have a massive amount of fat content, Corey, and I am currently on a low/no fat diet to try and slow the filling or the refilling of my lung cavity. So that means in the States, if your product has less than 0.5 grams of fat per serving, you can just say that your product has zero fat. So my diet can never be 100% zero fat because, frankly, we just don't know. But the advice is to have less than 5 grams of fat per day, like 10 if you have to. One piece of bread is 1 gram of fat. And if you do the math of that over like how many meals a day I need and portion sizes, it's pretty dire. But things like rice are no fat. Egg whites are no fat. Fruit and vegetables are no fat.
Oof, that's got to be tough. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
it's a bitch. It's a bitch. But like, we're making it work. We're definitely making it work better than the hospital was. Their diet was very limited, especially for a vegetarian. But Jacob, to his credit, has like done an amazing job of just finding things that I can eat. And I'd resigned myself to like, I'm just gonna starve to death. We did actually buy a scale just to double check that I'm not losing
Willing
weight
Mr. K, I've had
rapidly.
2.5 grams of fat just in my real licorice so far today.
Right?
Lord knows how much was in the hot pot.
Exactly. Like, there's a few things that we've checked just to see, and there are some things that like per serving have like 25 grams of fat. Like, how do you... It's just insane. Oops. Here we go. But we're making it work. Very lucky to be in a position where we're able to make it work. So I'm grateful for what I am able to eat, even if it is limited. Like I was saying earlier, like I can eat like 2 tortillas at dinner with fat-free refried beans, fat-free cheese or nutritional yeast, whatever I have a craving for at the time, and TVP, which is just like textured vegetable protein. That has fat in it, but it's like minuscule, so I can eat a fair bit more of that. But it's like I'm still able to eat like a taco. That's great. Most Mexican seasonings and sauces, some like dry curry seasonings and sauces I can eat. So there's still flavor there. It's just fucking exhausting. Trying to keep up with it. Like by the time I've made myself breakfast, I'm so exhausted from doing that I don't even want to eat it. I just want to sleep again, you know?
Is Jacob joining you in that diet so he doesn't feel quilty?
I think if Jacob did this diet, he would die. And also, one of us needs to be functional. And he has a rally on Friday. So I would never put him through this. No fucking shot.
Cute.
No fucking shot would I make him suffer through this with me. Yes, one of us needs to be functional. And it sure as shit isn't me. So it's fine. I also know that when we go to the rally this weekend, we have such an awesome group of people who are doing service with us, that I'm never gonna feel like left out, and I have so many people that are gonna be like helping to look out for me and make sure I'm doing okay. It's really cool to have such a cool community like that. I don't know if he's still live, but Nate McCrash will also be there, unless something terribly, horribly wrong happens, but I'm pretty sure he's very committed to being there.
BMW. I'm trying to come down for Friday Eve or a portion of Saturday.
Oh, that would be cool, Kip. Like, obviously don't feel obligated if you have, like...
Otter is about to be epic.
Oh yeah, and Daniel is Fix It Garage. Daniel is gonna be there, which is gonna be awesome. He was such a cool and like fucking dedicated crew chief at Olympus. Um, if you can't make it, Kip, please don't like fret about it. But obviously, like we'd be so happy to see you there. You know who else is gonna be there?
Booster, if
Chat.
someone sponsors me a ticket
You know
I'll
who
be there
else is gonna
lol.
be at OTR this week? Fucking Wolvie. We've been Jacob has been inviting that man like every year since he met him. And Wolvie has never made it out. Always had a reason. Um, and this year, Wolvie has bought the tickets to
Yelling
PIR.
Mr.
That man is
K,
gonna be there.
man, now I'm triple sad I can't make it.
I know, Casey. I'm so fucking sorry that you can't make it. Like, we've both just been fucked with our health these last couple of months. I'm sorry that you can't make it, dude, because, like, it should be a great time. But it's also not the last OTR, you know, unless, you know, civilization collapses between now and this time next year, which is not entirely unlikely, but, you know, there will be more OTRs. I'm here to stay now, you know, like I am a green-carded lady, as this Sash would suggest. So, there will be other events for you to be at. Definitely not this one, which fucking sucks, but we will make do. I was actually really nervous that I was going to be still in hospital for OTR, which, like, if they were, you know, fixing me, I wouldn't have had a problem with. But if I'd just been
Vatican Pim,
sat there.
all the best, Izzy.
Thank you, Vatican. I appreciate that. I appreciate your lurkage all the time. I see that you're lurking a bunch, and I really, really, really appreciate it. Lurkers are very much the backbone. Fuck, what was I saying? Shit, chat. I forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah, I thought I was going to be stuck, still admitted to hospital for OTR, and I was pretty gutted about that. And like I was saying, if I was in there and they were actively fixing me, like if I was going in for surgery and shit, I would have been like, fine, whatever, that's okay. There'll be other OTRs. But if I'd just been sat in there like I had been most of the week, just like having them come in the morning and be like, we haven't figured out what to do with you yet, I would have been pretty pissed off. So like, obviously I want to get fixed as soon as possible, but I am pretty grateful that I'm out for... Oh man, I'm really struggling with this brush. The fucking bristles are splitting. Yeah, I'm really grateful to be out for this event. And hopefully I will be fully fixed and ready to go before Colorado is a thing, because that's going to be a tricky one to be stuck here for, because there will be no one here to, like, hang out with. Everyone's going to be a state away, you know? This one's going to take fucking forever to dry. Oh, God. I'm glad I went for the brighter shade of blue and red, though. This looks pretty legit. I will colour these ones in white paint eventually, and then I'll outline them in black so it's easier to see. I might do that later tonight after I have a break, because I'm pretty fucking knackered right now. Okay, I'm wondering if I try and switch brushes, because this one's just not doing the job anymore. What's this one like? That one looks like it's going to be problematic. What about you? You look like you're splitting too, but you're smaller, so easier to control. Let's try you. That's not so bad. it's not so bad. The light of the ring light is also reflecting kind of poorly off of this, so it makes it tricky to see where I drew the lines out. My bloody headset wiring. Damn it.
Willing Mr. K, Fun Fact Friday. Tuesday. Horses get farted on more than any other animal.
I mean, Casey, that absolutely makes sense. I would say that second on that list would have to be cats, and I think that Jacob on his own is responsible for that skew in the data.
Rooster, one thing I have found out since I am getting older, it takes longer to heal and it takes a lot out of me. Also need to sort a night for my B-day piss up.
Oh yeah, when is that happening, Rooster? I'm not even gonna think about
Willing
my
Mr.
birthday
K,
until my
always
shit gets
exclude
sorted.
the highest and lowest points on a data set.
Although I probably should. It's like I'm gonna be 25. Like that's the quarter century. Like I should probably put a little bit of effort into it. But if I'm well enough, my birthday would be held on a Packwood autocross weekend anyway. So like my weekend would already be full. But I suspect that's probably actually going to be around the time that something gets done, if something gets done. So probably no plans for my birthday outside of just breathing in an ideal world. Breathing and hopefully recovering from whatever it is they decide to do to me.
Rooster, turn 30 on the 28th. Don't know what day
Oh,
for the piss up.
dude, the big 3-0. That's exciting. People used to be scared of 30, and I think lots of people are just excited to turn 30 now because like your 30s are just so much better than your 20s according to
George
every single
Russell, well,
person.
there's a reason horse kicks tree, farts on dog, runs away is
Yeah.
such an important and
Thank
influential
you,
video
George.
in the
This
world of
motherfucker gets it.
horses.
Yeah, this motherfucker gets it. Oh, I didn't do a very good job of this. Does that look vaguely like... Okay, you can't tell that that's a star from there at all, but... Maybe I'll just like paint white over it to make it look like that's what that is afterwards. I haven't decided yet. And also, it doesn't matter. It does not matter at all. Okay. What have I got now? L
Rooster,
E
yeah,
E.
the big 3-0.
Yeah, that's exciting. That is very exciting. Are you gonna do like... I mean, obviously you haven't planned anything out yet, but do you have an idea of what you might want to do? Like, maybe you wanna... like, are you gonna go out to town with a bunch of your IRL friends, or... Like... I don't know. What does a rooster get up to? I don't know what roosters do on the weekends. Other than wake up stupid fucking early. And tell everybody about it.
Rooster, yeah, going to head out on the town and get fucked up drunk.
Fuck yeah. That'll probably be the last time you can do that without it killing you. Not 20 anymore, mate, don't you know?
George Russell, I would guess he would consider crossing the road, but that depends on what his reason for doing it is.
Oh, fucking goddamn it, George. You're on one today. Hasn't been a joke you've said that hasn't landed with me today. I must be delirious. Oh, I'm definitely gonna need to eat something shortly, chat. I think I'm gonna finish this blue. Lettering, and then I'm gonna maybe call it for today. Wasn't really sure how today was gonna go. This is the most of anything that I have done. And I'm definitely feeling it. But I'm really happy that we've been able to do this. I miss hanging out with you guys. Even gaming, actually. Like, obviously this isn't gaming, but a lot of the time I've been too tired even to play games. Like, I played Power World for a few hours yesterday and I was so tired afterwards, so I'm excited to
Rooster,
start
if
feeling
it
well
is
enough
for
to just
booze then
game
I'll
again.
cross that motherfucker like my left depended on it.
Okay, 2 more to go. These are going to be probably the most frustrating to do. Oh, I had like 2 bites of my fucking Fig Newton too and I forgot about it. Okay. Oh, that breeze coming through the door is so nice. Oh, chat, this won't mean anything to you at all, but Jacob will get it. I saw Notch earlier. So Notch is around and Notch is okay. We have 2 crows. Well, we've got a few crows. We've got 2 regular crows that land on our porch, chat, and eat the birdseed. One is called Notch, one is called Slick. Notch has like a feather missing in its tail, which will eventually grow back in, hopefully. But the other way we tell it apart is that it has no fucking idea how to land on the bird feeder up the top properly, whereas Slick nails it every time. And Slick just looks like a regular crow. But Slick has been around for a couple of days, and we haven't seen Notch. So I was starting to worry, but Notch was here earlier. Fucked up the bird feeder, as usual. Does kind of look like the tail feather, like the gap in between the tail feather wasn't as prominent. So I'm wondering either if it's like growing back in or if it was just being held at a certain angle because of the temperature today. I don't know. Either way, Notch is alive and well and still completely incapable of feeding himself.
Rooster, you need to name a crow Russell.
That's too on the nose, Rooster. And also, like, unless it's a like sexy crow, I don't really feel like any crow has earned the name Russell, you know? Like, Notch makes sense and Slick makes sense. Like, also, like, if Russell rocks up and has a New Zealand accent, you know, then I'll call him Russell. Otherwise, I don't see a point. You can see the star in that one a little bit better than you could in the A. I'm a bit happier with that. Okay, 1 to go. This one is a doozy. This is a big one. Thanks for hanging out with me while I'm doing this, by the way, guys. I know this isn't rally or gaming or anything. It's just what I'm capable of doing right now. That's cool that I can just do a thing and still have people want to hang out, even if it's just a lurk.
Rooster, I have nothing else to do.
Ah, fuck you, Rooster. You couldn't just let me have that, could you, mate?
Just Brigaming, hello there.
Hey, Brew.
George Russell, no worries Izzy. This is super chill and we just love being here with you.
I mean, and like you guys, you are absolutely welcome to cue songs if you have a specific vibe you want to chill to. I just put on like an acoustic playlist because I'm feeling kind of brain dead today. I don't actually listen to acoustic, like specifically acoustic songs very often. But a band I like, recently dropped an album that features a lot of their old hits, but acoustically or orchestrally. It's really cool hearing how the song could have been if they decided to do it a little differently like that. Like I definitely like their originals better, but like a couple of them in particular, I was like, oh, this would be great for my more chill playlist. I like this. Just nice to have a, like, hi Bulma. I don't know if you can hear this, but she is angry. Let's do this and see if it'll show her. Bulma kitty, you gonna come here where the camera can see you? Yeah, hi. Why are we screaming? Why are we screaming? This is cat cam now. You're a silly kitty. Get out of here. What? Get out of here. Alright. You're a silly kitty. Hey.
Rooster, plus I'm limited in what I can do. Can't do much walking as it gets sore after a while. Can't even play my trucking games.
That's fair, Rooster. I mean, I'm...
George Russell, or...
I'm resigned to the fact that I'm not going to be rallying on the wheel for a while. Like, I... Physically, right now, like, the actual, like, wound site of the drain is probably fine to do most things. Like, I'm not worried about that at all. Like, usually I give it, like, a week and a bit to... before I start doing other shit. It's just the, like, the exhaustion. Like, I can play 3 hours of Power World where I barely move, or I can do, like, 2 races in WRC and then I have to nap for 3 hours. Like, it just doesn't make any sense to do rally right now until I have the energy to do more. I will say the fresh air coming through the door right now is definitely helping, but I'm still, like, I'm probably gonna end stream, eat. Fuck, I've got stuff I need to probably pack for the monstrosity too. I'll find somewhere to nap in there. Hope you're doing well, Brew.
Rooster,
by the way.
big kitty like Zoe.
Yeah, Bulma is a chonker. She's not quite as big as Zoe, though. And definitely doesn't allow the holding the way that Zoe just succumbs to it. Can't think of a better word for it than that. Alright, so currently, chat, let me get that piece out. Currently, this is what we're working with. I love the Taco Bell symbol comes through there. So we're gonna, obviously we're gonna paint these in between letters white. And then I think what we're gonna do is, we'll do what we did with the eagle on the other side. We'll do a black outline to show off the letters, because I think the white ones will get lost a bit on the background. But it's coming along, and it actually, like, it fits the space pretty perfectly. I was worried it wouldn't, but so far it's looking pretty legit. There's a couple of spots that need a bit of tidying, but I'm mostly happy with it. And I keep saying it over and over again, mostly for me, not for you, but it actually doesn't matter if it looks shit, because it's for a joke. So it's fine. Alright, did I put the pencil back? I did. Okay. What I think I'm gonna do is have a quick look. Oops, beep-boo. That wasn't happy with me. Let's have a really quick look. Who is around? Okay. Let's go see. Do you guys want to go see Tomoda or Jam? Tomoda is doing RBR, and Jam is doing... I actually have no idea what Jam is doing. What the fuck is Jam doing? Oh, actually, you know what? No, fuck it. We're gonna go see Jam. Because he's playing this newish game, Claire Obscura, that I think is really cool. You kind of do need a little bit of backstory context for it, but he can explain some of it to you. The music is awesome. The character development, backstory. So far, everything I've seen about it, I've loved. Go give him some love. There's a bunch of awesome people in the community who are live too. Nate, Tomoda. Let me open this so I don't miss anybody. Anyway, there's lots of people.
George Russell, thanks for the stream, Izzy. Take care
George.
and get some rest.
I don't know when I'm going to be live next. If I'm not live again this week on my own channel, you will see me live on Nate McCrash's channel from OTR at the service, if the service, like mobile service, is good enough.
M42 BMW.
Thanks.
Knee night Izzy.
I'm gonna go eat and then probably pass out because I'm fucked. Thank you for being here. Go give Jam lots of love. I'll see you guys again soon.